guys, what's up? By the way, you hear the background? Check this out. That's the Mr. Softy Ice Cream Truck theme song. Well, anyway, alright, this is it. It's time. I'm just gonna get back to those VHS transfer DVD moment movies, classic crazy stuff. But before we start, let me just finally talk about the collection on Blu-ray. And this is the sequel to The Collector. Um, Let me just say, from my experience from watching this movie, I saw like a demo reel of it. I saw clips. I read a spoiler on moviespoilers.com on the website about in written form. And the reason why is because when this movie was released, it didn't really had a big theater release, and I never had a chance to see it in the theaters because they wasn't playing in my theaters. Not a lot in New York, definitely not in Jersey, not where I'm from, the Bronx. And if for me to see this movie, I had to go far away in New York to see it. But I'm not gonna go far away in New York for one movie. I mean, seriously, please. So, pretty much, I never had a chance to see this on its release date, pretty much, and that's a sad thing. Now I waited many months later. Finally, I got the home market release. Finally, it's out. And I don't know, maybe I spoiled it a little bit for myself for watching clips and reading it. But honestly, I don't think my opinion will change that much. But then I might have to agree with another reviewer and have to say, and I gotta be really honest now, since I see the whole movie now with the special features, this movie was actually okay. Now, I'm not saying the movie was bad. I'm not saying it was terrible. I'm not saying it was the worst thing in the world. I feel like to me, there was some good points about this movie. To me, it was like, I felt like it gave me the closure that I needed from the first movie. And when I say closure, I felt like I was pretty satisfied with the turn of the character, and I was pretty satisfied with the ending of the movie. To me, like, let's put it like this: if they do, no, matter of fact, this is what I want to say. Please do not do a part 3 to the collector. Leave it in 2 parts and the end, because the ending to me finalized it. It does not need to be another third installment to this movie. Now, as that being said, let's get to the point of the movie. I don't want to spoil too much because for people who have not seen it yet, I want you people to give it a chance. And I feel like in the Blu-ray release now, it was pretty cheap. Probably get this under $15, so it's not really a bad deal. Um, the killer's back. This time he's picking a new victim. You got this young woman who's gonna be the next victim of the collector, and she has like issues like with her father, and because you have a flashback scene when she was younger, and then now she's all grown up, and I'm trying my best not to spoil it. She went to the club with her friends because her boyfriend didn't want to hang out with her, so she went to a club, dancing, partying, and she actually saw her boyfriend in the club with another woman. So the heroine of the movie, and let me just say, the female victim in this movie, she pretty much hold her own too, by the way. So that was pretty cool. At least you get a strong female in this movie, believe it or not. And but I like that scene when she knocked her boyfriend out when she caught her boyfriend cheating, and she was kind of sad, so she runs out inside the club from another part of the club, right? And she stumbled upon the red box. And guess what? The collector's actually in the club, you know? And the scene I'm talking about is not really a spoiler scene because actually that was the clip I saw when I first heard about the sequel to the movie, trying to see if there's a trailer for it. And the clip is, of course, when they went to the club dancing, the collector released one of the booby-traps with the big giant lawnmower, cutting up people in the club. People have the trip wire, and then a guillotine axe cutting people up and then the girl seen her friends die. But when she opened the red box, the guy who got the hero from the first movie that was captured came out the red box, and it's like he knew what was going on. Like he knew there was traps and stuff, and he pushed the girl down. And he told the girl to help him, and the girls just ran out, And that's what I'm talking about with the scene with the trip wires and all that stuff in the club people going crazy. Well, anyway, as the girl seeing her friends die, she runs back and she saw Arkin, and she's asking the guy to help her, and Arkin like, fuck no, man. He just took the boyfriend of the girl that was already injured, and he jumped out the window, and the collector ended up kidnapping the girl and put her in the red box. And now she's the new victim. And later on, you see Arkin in the hospital, and and then you got the FBI kind of like arrested him, and then because they handcuffed him while he was being operated on. Like, I was like, that's some fucked up shit. The guy is fucking like almost half dead and shit, and then the FBI coming in want to arrest him, like put a handcuff in his hospital bed. So there was some moments that was like, come on, really, you know. But again, like I said, this movie was not bad. It was okay, and it was enjoyable to watch. To me, it was a satisfying sequel to give it closure to the first movie. So, like I said before from the beginning of this review, um, anyway, so the father of the daughter hired like one of his right hand man to have a team of mercenaries and have Arkin to come with them, to rescue his daughter. At first, Arkin didn't want to do it, but he decided, okay, you know what, I'm gonna help them out. And then when he got up to and then he had a flashback of how the collector kidnapped him, how the collector tortured him, and that was the flashback scene. And he knew about the hideout because he kind of marked his arm like a map, So that's some crazy shit. So anyway, they got to the collector's base, which is like a hotel. He opened the door, and he thought it was over for him. He was like okay, I'm gonna let these guys in to handle the problem themselves. I'm gonna leave now. But then the mercenaries, like I would say, kind of they told him like, no, you going inside. And Arkin got mad. He was like, wait, what? He had like this type of attitude, like, what? Fuck no. He said, no, you gotta go in. Pretty much gotta go in, because you know how he's living. You know what he is. He was the only survivor, and then Arkin had no choice but to go in. And then, and pretty much, once they go inside the collector's base, and this is when some parts of this movie got really stupid, and to me, in my opinion, that's why I hope they don't do a third installment, because if they do a third installment, you're making this movie that they're gonna make it stupid, and that's my opinion. And I enjoyed the sequel a lot, Like I said, it was okay. I'm not saying it's great or nothing, but it was enjoyable to watch. As for the traps, I'm trying not to spoil, but as for the traps, it was nothing new. It wasn't like nothing new we have not seen before, like before a Saw movie or after a Saw movie franchise got started. Because if you watch a lot of horror movies or a lot of survival horror or movies that deal with booby traps and stuff, it's pretty much the traps are really not nothing new. I was expecting something new, but it's like I feel like I've seen them before, in my opinion, you know. But the traps were kind of enjoyable to watch. I mean, how the people getting killed by them. You ever seen like the collector have other victims that was in the hotel that he tortured and stuff, and I guess he tortured them so much, put them with drugs, made them like rabid mad dogs. Yeah, he has victims that were like rabid mad dogs, like zombie-like. They go crazy. They're gonna start coming up to your face like they're gonna kill you or something, and mercenaries have to shoot them out. Yeah, you got that too. So that was also like kind of weird. I'm like, they should not do it like that, because it was better when you had the collector by himself doing the thing, Like, you don't have to add these extra stuff in the movie, You take it away the grittiness of the character to me. But besides that, you gotta let a few things slide, And while the mercenaries are battling, trying to look for the girl escaped on her own pretty much, and the heroine of this movie happened to be the victim, escaped on her own. So you got a heroine and you got the hero of the movie, which is Arkin. I would say he's like an anti-hero in a way. Because remember, he was a thief at the beginning of the movie. Now he's becoming like a rescuer. So, and a forced rescuer, because they pretty much forced him to go back to the hotel where he was tortured and shit. But anyway, so when the girl, she comes across another female victim who like did not want to leave because she was scared of being killed too. And the girl the second girl was actually a victim of the collector, but she's like, I don't know why, it was kind of weird. The collector like dialed her up or something. The second girl in this movie that was one of his victims. But so it was her and the heroine and the girl walking, fixing their own obstacles, while Arkin and the mercenaries fixing their own obstacles, while the mercenaries are down one by one. And they pretty much they finally meet up while they like coming all through these obstacles like booby traps and the zombie And so after that, they started having clues like in the movie who the collector really was, and they started showing you like not I want to spoil too much, but like I said, they showing you like bugs, insects, and I think they even showed a name too. So it's pretty much they revealing a little bit more about the collector, and you finally see this blue glass casket thing, and you can find out that collector's obsession was actually with bugs. So it's like he used these human bodies, and then like sculpture them like insects. So he was really obsessed with bugs. You can just tell how the movie is, and of course when it got towards the ending, to the twist ended, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you people because I want you to enjoy the movie on your own. Give yourself your own judgment. Either you like it or you don't like it. It depends. Or you might say it's okay. Um, it kind of that's when he's once everything got settled, pretty much. I'm settled with giving his ending. I'm gonna say too much, but then yeah, your twist ending when Arkham comes face to face with the collector, and then you really know who he is and how he's gonna fight the collector pretty much. And it like no spoils, but it gave it its. I feel like the ending gave it its closure, and that's what I'm saying. I do not want to see another third part. Leave it as is. Or like I said, this movie was okay. Not bad, not horrible. The good points is it's good to see the character back again. It's good to see what the character is really about, what he is, why he's doing it, and meanwhile, so gave it the mystery because they really didn't show you his face. I mean, if you see like Halloween movies with Michael Myers when they show his face, not that Rob Zombie crap, but when you see Halloween how they shadow the face, they kind of did it with the collector. They kind of like had his face real quick. So so there's some points out of it. The misses to me is like the booby traps was not new. It's pretty much you've seen it all before. Um, I felt like the people that were like rabid zombies. I felt like to me it kind of killed it a little bit for me because to me it was like no need for those zombie like people coming in this movie. I feel like that was just an add-on that they just wanted to throw it in there. But besides that, okay, I said go get it. You definitely could get it under $15. So, peace, guys. See you later. And oh yeah, special features, mini featurettes, and alternate scenes, which all these alternate scenes were pretty cool to see. About.